Imagine a place where the sun comes up in bright orange and pink, shining on a white sand beach. This is Somalia, where the blue waves of the Indian Ocean gently touch the shore. The air is warm and smells like salt and earth, a special smell found only in this part of Africa. Here, beauty is strong and huge, a land that holds memories from long, long ago. When the morning light comes, you see big flat lands that go on forever, changing from gold to a reddish brown. Acacia trees stand tall like guards under a huge sky, showing the quiet strength of Africa. This land makes people strong, building that strength in everyone who lives here. The wide open spaces make you feel like there's no end, reminding us that we are part of a bigger story. This is the first part of Somalia's story, told with light, sand, and sky. The quiet of the flat lands is full of life. A soft wind moves the grass, a hawk flies high above, and a herder's call can be heard far away. Here, being patient is a way of life, and small details show you what the land is really like. Somalia's beauty is deep and wide, changing what you might think and making you feel amazed. This is not a place of problems, but of deep peace and amazing nature. Its story is carved into every mountain and carried on every wind. To really know Somalia, be amazed by its stunning beauty, and get ready for the rich human stories that come next. Somalia's land is a mix of different things, with Africa's longest coastline. More than 3,000 kilometers of white and gold beaches meet the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean. The coast is always changing, with hidden coves, sandy hills blown by the wind, and big, tall cliffs. The ocean has shaped how Somali people live for thousands of years, making them sailors, traders, and fishermen. Further inland, the land turns into dry plains and the Guban semi-desert, where staying alive depends on water and grass. This is where many Somali nomads live, moving with the seasons and living in tune with the land. To the north, mountains like Ogo and Kalmadao rise up, their sides green and cool, catching rain that feeds the rivers below. These highlands are sources of life and history, home to the world's valuable frankincense and myrrh. The Somali identity is made by this land, fishermen, nomads, and mountain people, all shaped by where they live. This rich mix of coast, desert, mountains, and rivers is what makes Somali culture and strength. In Somalia's sunny lands, the camel is king. It's more than just an animal that carries things, it's the heart of life for nomads and a sign of wealth. Camels carry families across huge distances, can go days without water, and do well eating desert plants. Their milk is a main food, their meat is a special treat, and their hides are important for daily life. The Somali language has many words for camels, showing how much people know about them and how connected they are. Camels are celebrated in poems and sayings, symbols of beauty, patience, and strength. The nomadic way of life, built around the camel, helps people be independent and part of a community. Being welcoming to guests is very important. A stranger is always offered water and milk. This way of life, even though it faces changes, is still a strong symbol of what it means to be Somali. The camel isn't just in the land, it's in the Somali spirit. It helps families and communities, connecting people to the land. The bond between people and camels shows how well they can adapt and survive. In Somalia, poetry is like the lifeblood of the culture. It's a national record, a place to share ideas, and a powerful force. Before books, history was told in poems, memorized and passed down. Great poets are highly respected. Their words can start wars or bring peace. The Gabay, a classic poem, needs skill and good speaking, keeping people interested for hours. Poetry battles are contests of cleverness, judged by the crowd for how well they flow and how deep they are. Even today, poetry is popular on social media, changing to fit modern topics. Young poets keep the tradition alive, mixing old styles with new voices. Talking itself is an art, full of wise sayings and stories. Speaking well is valued and wisdom is shared through words. To understand Somalia, listen to its poetry and sayings. They show the heart of the nation. Language brings people together, inspires them, and keeps their identity alive. Spoken words are Somalia's lasting strength. At the heart of Somali society is the clan, a very large extended family and a support system. Your family line shows who you are, what your duties are, and where you belong, which is very important for living in a difficult land. Community shines brightest during weddings, celebrations that last several days with lots of color, music, and dancing. The bride wears bright clothes, henna, and is surrounded by happy rhythms like the dhaanto. Music and dance are very important, telling stories and connecting different generations. Family is the most important thing, with deep respect for older people and everyone sharing responsibility for children. Being welcoming to guests is key. A guest is always treated with kindness. These traditions create a strong, united society. Clan, community, and family are the threads that hold Somalia together. Somali food is a treat for your senses, mixing African, Arabian, Persian, and Indian flavors. Meals often feature fragrant rice dishes like baris, isku dex karis, spiced and with meat and raisins. Flatbreads, kanjiro in the south, sabayad elsewhere, are main foods, great for scooping up tasty stews. Sugo sukar, a Somali pasta sauce, mixes Italian and local tastes. Street snacks like sambusa show old trade routes. Being welcoming is shown through sweet spiced tea and treats like halwa and kakak. Food is more than just something to eat, it's a sign of welcome and community. Every meal gives you a peek into the kind heart of Somali culture. Somalia's ancient history is painted on cave walls and carved into its land. At Laas Geel, bright rock art from up to 10,000 years ago shows cattle, people, and wild animals, telling us about a society that raised animals. Known as the Land of Punt, Somalia was a source of wealth for ancient Egypt. Frankincense and myrrh were traded like gold. Old port cities like Oponi and Malau were busy centers for world trade. This history of trade connected Somalia to Egypt, Rome, Persia, and India. The old buildings and rock art tell us about a civilization that was both very old and connected to many parts of the world. Somalia's story is one of a deep, long-lasting civilization and connections. Its ancient whispers remind us of a rich ongoing human journey. Somalia's coast hides beautiful coral reefs, full of lively sea creatures, turtles, dolphins, and amazing fish. On land, rare animals like the Somali wild ass and Bara antelope roam remote mountains and plains. The country is a safe place for unique wild animals and birds, making it a treasure for nature protection. Frankincense and myrrh trees, old and strong, make the northern mountains smell sweet. Collecting their sticky sap is a skill passed down through many generations. These natural wonders, reefs, wildlife, resin forests, are very important to Somalia's heritage. They offer hope for protecting nature and having a good future. Somalia's richness comes from its wild land and sea. Protecting these precious things is a promise for tomorrow. Somalia's story is often told through hard times, but its true spirit is strength. In cities like Mogadishu, life is coming back. Markets are busy, new ideas are growing, and people from outside are bringing fresh energy. Young Somalis are starting businesses, art groups, and connecting with the world. They respect their past but look ahead, writing a new chapter of new ideas and pride. Changing how we see things means seeing beauty, not just problems, celebrating poetry, music, and family ties. Every story, every picture, helps paint a more complete image of Somalia. Let's see Somalia with fresh eyes, its landscapes, history, and lively culture. Admire the warmth and strength of its people. Somalia is a nation of poets, sailors, survivors, and dreamers. By understanding this story, we honor its people and learn more ourselves. The future of Somalia is being written today, a story of hope.